Hello everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Today we are jumping straight into the second major dungeon of the game. This is the Forbidden Woods. So, we went through the Forest Haven to get here last time and got the Deku Leaf, and it's going to be very, very useful for traversing this dungeon. So, we've got a long road ahead, if I can ever get through these choo-choos at least. There we go. So, another major thing other than just the Deku Leaf is going to be these nuts right here. You're going to be using these a decent bit throughout this place to break open switches and doors and whatnot. Specifically these. If you get a little too close to these, they will close up, so you have to throw the nut from a distance. So we'll go ahead and do that to break the door open. However, there is a chest over here that I want to pick up before we make too much progress around here. Come on, buddy. There you go. Good job, Mr. Choo-Choo. So, I think this is the dungeon map. I think they just give it to you straight away, which is really, really helpful in this dungeon, as it's a very long dungeon. I say very long. It actually is probably the second shortest. Well, I guess the Forsaken Fortress is technically the shortest, but it is several floors here. It doesn't look super large, but a lot of the rooms do take a decent bit of time. Next up, we are going to jump down here. We're going to have to use a bunch of these Boko Babas here to make some progress, but what we want is this stick right here. If we light it on fire right here, you can actually throw it at this thing and burn it to get to this chest. You could come back here after getting the dungeon item, but we can do this now and pick up a Knight's Crest and also see a bit of a haze effect on Link's head there, I guess. We'll go on ahead and take out all of these choo-choos if I can get them to come out of the ground. It's kind of annoying waiting on them sometimes, but it's a very minor thing. Let's see. That's just going to be another Boko Baba. Oh, I do remember this, though. Go on ahead and get out a bottle. If I can do this right, at least. You can get a fairy right here. I just don't want to get it without... There we go. And then, you can see the fairy's all sad in the bottle. The poor fairy. Yeah, it's just gonna be trapped in there, but... yeah, we have a nice fairy now, so if we die, we have a little bit of backup, but... Realistically, I won't be losing my full health bar almost ever in this game, really. We do need to be a little careful about our Deku Leaf usage. One thing to keep in mind is you actually get a little bit of magic back when you enter these Baba Buds, that's what they were called, right? So you don't need to worry too much about your magic, as long as you're going between these Baba Buds very quickly, so we can just keep making our way up here, and it might help if I actually pull out the Deku Leaf. I think we can go a little bit higher than this. Yeah, you can. Is there a reason to? Yes. I think so. I'm pretty sure we can get an item if we go over here, but it might be one you have to come back for much later on? Maybe? Hello, Mr. Boko Baba. Yeah, you do need to come back to this one. Because I don't think at the very least we can, throw the stick all the way over there. You can definitely bring the sticks with you, but we'll just come back to this one later on in the dungeon, so that'll probably be like a in the next episode kind of thing. I'm gonna activate this bomb and we'll kill these choo-choos with the explosion. And we can go on ahead and just blow up this little guy here. And I missed. Lovely. Let's try that again. There we go. So my goal today is to hopefully get to the item, but Wind Waker just starts off with some pretty long dungeons. In here we're just going to use the Deku Leaf to blow these little propellers and bring this platform here. Now, you can blow on the propellers still, or you can actually just move the platform with the force of the wind that comes out. So I would do that, as it's a little bit easier. You don't have to sit there and fiddle with aiming as much. And in here, I guess we can finally take some P-hats on in a melee battle. So Peahats will give us the golden feathers, and we can, if we get 20 of these throughout the game, we can get a heart piece out of it, so I will probably try to pick them up as I go. There's quite a few opportunities to get these spoils as you're just naturally playing the game. Realistically, honestly, with the way I like to play games, and even Wind Waker, I'll probably end up getting quite a few of the items along the way. Even without explicitly trying to 100% the game. There's just some heart pieces in this game that I utterly despise getting. In particular, the 500 hits one is just a nightmare, and that's honestly, that's like half the reason I don't want to 100% this game. And I just want to do like all the major side quests and stuff. Is this door locked? Yeah, we need to go over here and get the nut. But we'll probably still end up getting a decent number of the heart pieces. I'd imagine we're going to end the game with like 17 or maybe even 18 hearts. I might not get that high, but probably like 16, 17. So go on ahead and grab this nut here. You want to bring it onto the platform. The one thing you want to make sure of is that you drop it right here, or at least in front of you. That way you can blow the platform back over, and you don't end up blowing the nut off, as you can do that. It is susceptible to wind. And what I want to do is, if I can, jump down here and grab this chest. It's just going to be a red rupee, but, you know, that'll put us up a little higher. Since there is a few things that we can actually spend rupees on after this dungeon. Once we finish this dungeon, the game actually opens up a whole lot. There's so many things you can do. Right here, just below this nut, because when you get close to it, these thorns will come out, but we could realistically map out the entire ocean. My plan is to... I'll be honest, it'll probably take a while to get to the third pearl with the route that I'm going to take. Probably like 3 or 4 parts, really. But there is a reason for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing on this, because there's just so much ocean, and oh crap, okay, we're gonna have to go back up, it looks like. If you fall down, it's not too big of a deal, you can just come back. But we can't really do anything at the bottom here yet. We'll break this open shortly, but we're gonna have to come this way. But yeah, we're gonna have just so much exploring that we can do. Because even if I'm not going to do everything, like, I can't even begin to state how important it is to map out the world and get the treasure chart. It's just so helpful. Just do it as you go. It saves you so much time in the long run. My first playthrough, I didn't even really know about the map fish, so I got to the end of the game and I just had to like look everything up because I did not know where to go or what to do. But if you just map the world out as you go, you'll really have a much easier time. And I did not think I was going to make that jump there. That's where we entered from. So we're gonna go up here real quick, because I'm pretty sure this is the shortcut back to the beginning. So I want to go ahead and grab this before we move forward. Yeah, so there's the shortcut pot if you need that at all. I can actually just do this. We can cover a lot of ground. That's the nice thing about there not being any wind in here, is that we can just float around as we please. And there's a chest right here, but this one's kind of annoying because of these urchin things. They like latch onto Link. They're not a threat, they just kind of slow you down. If you just do a spin attack, you get them off you though. So we'll just do another one. It usually kills most of them too, but it won't kill all of them. So just gotta be a little cautious about that. I think you can, yeah, you can roll to get them off of you. So we'll just jump across here and keep on moving on. Oh yeah, this room. I always forget about this one. We want to go to the left here first, I think, because we want this bomb. Go on ahead and throw this over there to blow up that wood thing there, and then we'll go on ahead and blow this one up too. Because why not? We can. And it'll save us some time in the long run if we just go on ahead and get this, which I think this is the compass. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So we can see where all the chests are now. We've gotten most of them as we've made our way through, except for that one. That's the one that was kind of higher up and had the eyeball thing guarding it. So we'll just have to work our way back over to that soon enough. I'm really bad at this room usually. I always end up getting hit several times going through it. But it's kind of like in the Deku Butler race or the Dante Grave race where there was like the firewall maze, or in the Fire Temple actually of Ocarina of Time. You just have to, you know, take it slow, but I don't like going slow. So we'll go ahead and pick up that small key and we can get on out of this room because we can just take a Baba Bud. God, I keep forgetting the name. And get on out of here. So there we go. There is that. And there we go. Get out of here, guys. Alright. So now we are going to take our small key over here. Right. Had to think about what I'm doing for a second. Feels like the frame rate dropped a little bit when I got onto that. Which frame rate's actually a really interesting thing in Wind Waker. I don't think I ever brought it up. Normally when I play games on emulators like this, if there's like a 60 FPS patch or something that works pretty well, like Breath of the Wild works incredibly well, I usually use it. However, with Wind Waker, and this is also going to apply for Twilight Princess once we get around to that game, they don't have 60 FPS patches, especially for the HD version. You can try them on the Gamecube versions, but they have a lot of issues, and that's just because 60 FPS apparently just like breaks the physics engine of these games. So unfortunately, we're probably not getting 60 FPS Wind Waker until we get that native PC port, which is probably going to be a while off. If you look up Zelda Reverse Engineering Team, you can kind of see the progress on all the Zelda PC ports. It's really incredible stuff that they do. Really helps preserve these games and give us like new definitive editions of them. But Wind Waker is not very far along. I think it's about 16% decompiled, which is actually about the same amount that Breath of the Wild is at. But Twilight Princess has actually been chugging along. It's like 40% done. Can I target this one on the left here? There we go. I want the golden feather from you. We can't really do anything with that door quite yet, so we're just going to go over here. And this might be the dungeon item, actually. I think it is. Wow, I got here much faster than I thought I would. But meet an old friend of ours from A Link to the Past, Mothula. Yeah, sorry, this is Mothula in this game. Very interesting. Steal a golden feather from her, though. Once you knock her out of the sky with something, you can start to clip off her wings. She has 4 of them, so we want to go on ahead and start just whacking away at her. Take off those wings. But she does spawn a lot of these things, which can be really annoying, as we can see here. So we'll go ahead and do some spin attacks to get them off of us. Oh god, I should have parried that. Yeah, she has this weird rocket blast attack. It's kind of funny. Can I get you to come down, buddy? Buddy old pal? There we go. Alright, now we can take her out for good. Once she's, like, on the ground, she's basically like any of the other moth enemies. We saw one a bit ago, but I kind of didn't really acknowledge it even. But there we go. She is dead now. Not too bad. Oh, cool. So now we can go on ahead and grab the spoils here. A bit of money. And our dungeon item, which is none other than... the Boomerang. So, I love the Boomerang in this game. This is probably one of my favorite versions of the Boomerang. If not my favorite, actually. I really like it in this game. I like the way it looks, I like the way you use it. Because in this game, you can target up to 5 things with the Boomerang, and it'll go around and go to all of them. We're going to be using it quite a bit throughout the game. If there's one thing I think Wind Waker is decently good at, it's using a lot of your toolkit throughout the game. It's really, really nice about that. So, we missed a chest in this room so far. We can go get that. We can also get some more golden feathers real fast. So we are going to get those. But the Boomerang can also take out the pea hats here. 2 hits from the Boomerang and they are dead. It's very good. So remember to use your Boomerang in combat. So we'll take this guy out. What I can do though is I'm pretty sure it's right above me. There should be... Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's a grapple hook spot right here that we can go on ahead and use. And then once you're on this, it can be kind of weird to figure out what to do, but there's actually a second one. It's a bit of a troll. So we'll go on ahead and get onto this one, and we can let go, and then jump onto this, and just keep going up and up and up, and we should reach a chest up at the top. Yep. I think this is just like a joy pendant or something, but we're gonna get the chest, because we need them. Yep, joy pendant. Hooray! And I think I will go on ahead and do this other chest today. So we'll get down here, let these guys open back up, and we should be able to target them, take them out. So we can go back and get that one chest as well. I'll probably do that like right at the end of the dungeon. Yeah, this is the right room. In this room, see, we can target like all these things. And just destroy a bunch of vines to clear the path. And then use your Deku Leaf to go straight across. Very, very simple puzzles. Another joy pendant. Alright. And then I think what this will lead us to is this. So yeah, this is actually a perfect spot to end. Go on ahead, use your Boomerang to break this down, target all 5, and that will open our path forward into this dungeon. So I think that is going to be a pretty good place for us to stop for today for this dungeon. So I will see you guys next time, where we'll be finishing up the Forbidden Woods. Bye-bye.